This is Martha Graham. She was a dancer who changed modern dance forever. Today I'm here to tell you the story and life of Martha Graham. Martha Graham was born on May 11, 1894 in Allegheny City, Pennsylvania, to George and Jane Graham. Martha's parents were very strict with her due to the fact her parents were strict Presbyterians and wouldn't allow her to dance. Martha's family moved to Santa Barbara when she was 14 years old. There she would attend her first dance performance by Ruth S. T. Dennis, which would inspire her from there. After watching Ruth's performance, Martha would attend the school founded by Ruth Dennis and Ted Shawn, known as Dennis Shawn School of Dancing and Related Arts. She would make progress and, in 1922, participate in an Egyptian dance with Lillian Powell. In 1923, Martha left Dennis Shawn for a job with the Greenwich Follies. She worked there for 2 years, then left to get a jump at her dance career, and in 1926, Martha opened up the Martha Graham Center of Contemporary Dance. As Martha began to choreograph her own technique, Martha would go on to create the Graham technique. This technique is a codified technique because Martha said in ballet it doesn't explain enough when it comes to drama and showing passion. The technique goes off of contraction, release, and use of different parts of the body. It even teaches floor work, standing exercises across the floor, and falls. This technique, though, is said to be so hard because it takes at least 10 years to master. In 1936, Martha made a major impact on the dance era. Martha created Chronicle, which got Martha to create the idea of dances being mainly focused on depression and isolation. This was happening because the events like the Great Depression, Wall Street crash, and the Spanish Civil War, it brought a dark setting to dance, but it helped Martha choreograph ideas such as Horizon, Solution, Deep Song, and so much more. In 1938, Eric Hopkins became the first man to dance at Martha's side. He would end up becoming the male lead dancer in most of Martha's dances. Martha and Eric would fall in love and marry in July of 1948, not until they would trope in 1951, then divorce in 1954. On April 1st, 1958, Martha and her company would bring the ancient Greek story of Clytemnestra to ballet. Clytemnestra was deemed a masterpiece of the 20th century and one of Martha Graham's best works. The story is about King Agamemnon and Queen Clytemnestra. When the king learns the queen is cheating on him, he confronts her, only to be killed by her. Later, their son kills the queen, and during the whole ballet, you're watching the queen in the afterworld. Martha would give her final performance at the age of 70 and then retire. Martha would become depressed during her years of retirement because of watching dancers dance the technique she had choreographed. She would abuse herself with alcohol, eventually leading to a suicide attempt that would turn out to be a fail. She then would be hospitalized. Martha would end up rallying herself and return to the dance studio in 1972 and reorganize her dance company and end up choreographing 10 more dances. She would continue to do this until 1990 when she got sick. On April 1st, 1991, Martha Graham passed away of pneumonia in her home in New York City. She was 91 years old. Never shall we forget Martha, nor what she did. She explored a new way for dancers who are not dancers appropriate to dance. How? She created the Graham technique, which dancers still learn today. We remember Martha today as mother of modern dance and Picasso of dance. Martha will be remembered for not just being a dancer, but for exploring modern dance in a unique way.